Work on? How have you developed? How have you grown in kind of your 3 years so far?
First, I'm lucky to be in a good organization, really a great organization, and have great teammates around me. And the biggest thing is taking everything day by day, and then by taking it day by day and setting a focus for that day, you just constantly gradually improve, and that's kind of my mindset has been every day since being a pro. And I think Jake really helped me establish that. But it's set in your mind, like, what do you want to go in, what do you want to work on, and stay in the moment on it.
What a segue, because I was going to ask about Jake Matthews.
Okay, perfect.
Arthur, just called him kind of a lead by example type of guy, and we know how quiet he can be, soft spoken. But now, as kind of the senior statesman on this offense with Matt gone and everything, like, how has he helped not only you develop, but a lot of the younger guys on this offensive line that has a lot of young guys on it all of a sudden?
Jake isn't the most vocal person, but I don't think there's a more professional person across the league in terms of their approach, their mindset, and just the daily how they go about their business. And the biggest way I think Jake leads is just the showing of standard of how he goes about it. Every single day, if he's got something injured, if he's not feeling well, if he's got something going on personally, like, he's in the building, and when he steps in the building or inside the white lines, like, he's giving it your all. And on top of that, he's probably the best player here. So it's like, when your best player goes about everything that way, like, you have to follow in his footsteps, and we're just lucky to have him.
And there has been a little bit of not turnover, because last year obviously same group of guys kind of around, but no Alex Mack, no some of those guys. How important is it to you to still have Caleb next to you on that right side, and you guys have been building that chemistry since you came to the league?
Yeah, I mean, we just have a great feel for each other. We know the way each other plays. We can communicate. We have a good sense of if somebody, even just non-verbal communication, I can tell a hesitant in his voice, or he hears a hesitancy in my voice. Like, he knows that, and we get it clarified. And it's been a real pleasure to be able to work with him for 4 years. And the same with Matt and Drew. It's 2 years at the minimum with those guys. So it's like the connection that we have is only continuing to grow.
Yes, I don't want to monopolize.
How important is that connection to have with that familiarity with that O-line and continue to grow as you guys play with each other more and more?
I think on a personal side, it's very important. You want to have connections with those guys, but we're so fortunate that every single person in our room, and again, this I think it ties back into Jake and how Coach Ledford runs the room, is like, there's a real professionalism in the room, and so when every single guy steps out there, they're giving it their all, they're fully prepared, and that they're giving their max effort. And so the more you can build those reps with guys and you have a respect for each other, it just continues to grow.
To that extent, Arthur was talking the other day, and he was like, I'd want to have the 5 linemen set sooner rather than later. He was like, but we want to be fair in our evaluation of everybody. For you, how soon or how late do you think is a good time to have something set in order to get the reps that you need before going into it?
I don't worry about that, really. We do so many reps in individual, and we rotate with everything. So, I probably have, our room's very similar from last year. I probably have hundreds of reps banked with everybody. And I think that's why individual is so important, so you can bank those reps with guys, and then communication in meetings and talking with guys and building relationships, even if you're not taking reps, but we're talking about it, talking about what we see and how we would want to address it. And it's really a collaborative thought on that. So it's not, most of the time, it's not like me and Henny and me and Caleb and that's it. It's like everybody's in on those conversations. So as a player, it's, we're not skipping a beat with that.
Okay, cool, that makes sense. Also, Arthur said that this was one of the most competitive practices he felt like since his time here. Did you feel that out on the field? It looked that way from our point of view too.
There's definitely an energy and a standard set by the coaching staff, and then as players, we've got to uphold that. And so we want a competitive camp, and so we got to go out there every day and attack that. And as the days stack, it's it's harder when you're tired and fatigued, and it's the end of a block. But I think it just shows the mindset of where the team's at. We're just coming out here every day with an edge to be competitive.
Yeah. Cats go on Monday, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for that? I feel like you guys have kind of just been waiting for that moment on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, for sure. We have a great respect with working with each other. And once the pads come on, it's really, you know, a lot of guys just want to put them on now and kind of get rolling.
Yeah. Anthony Rush said, he was like, put them on me now. He's like, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it.
I think a lot of guys are in that mindset, but that's good. You know, it's the whole point of these build-ups is guys are ready to go for that.
When a scuffle breaks up, are you one of the guys that goes in trying to break it up? Or like AJ
Why are you
says,
trying to get me in trouble?
No,
You're trying to get me in trouble.
AJ said he's like,
Dean's
listen, it's
out.
Falcons versus Falcons. He's like, I'm not wasting my energy. What are you? Are you helping? Or are you like, I'm not wasting my energy?
It depends how far I am and how tired I am. But, you know, if it's an O lineman, I'll usually get involved and break it up. Always separating.
Coach spoke about the camaraderie out there. What have you seen with guys hyping each other up, being happy for each other, and doing stuff like going in on each other's behalf on stuff?
I think it speaks to the competitive camp that we're trying to have, and so when you have that competitiveness, you know, there's a certain edge and a mindset to practice, and when you see a guy succeed, you see a teammate succeed, like, you're really excited for it. So if I'm not in on a rep, all I'm doing is watching the right guard, and so if Colby has a great set or a great man reach, like, I'm so excited for him. We hit a run, you know, it's exciting. It makes practice fun, you know, when you get to celebrate with your teammates, because at the end of the day, we're playing football. So every day out here, we're blessed and have fun.
What have you seen from the rookie lineman, Justin Schaefer, so far? I saw him get in a little bit today. What have you seen from him so far?
He's great. He's coming out here trying to work every single day and learning, and he's doing a good job. And, you know, we have, you know, again, Jake in the room, and he's kind of sets the standards for what we want to be about. And so he's trying to be a sponge and, you know, to take that all in and grow every day.
Chris, another rookie. What have you seen from Leroy Watson up there in the lineup, converted tight ends?
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive what he did. I mean, just his story and what he's been about, and he's a great guy, great energy in the room, and we love having him.
What are the rules on fighting? I know that you couldn't hit, don't swing at the helmet with an open hand.
Try not to have fighting in practice, honestly. I mean, I know, like, scuffle broke out today, but, like, you know, at the end of the day, we're all Falcons, and we're playing for the same team, and we're going to go out there on Sunday or whatever day that we're playing with the mindset to attack. And I think really it's just a competitive edge as us as a team, that we're competitive, but I think we want to avoid that, really.
How did your fourth training camp in the league feel compared to your first one?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Just the preparation and, you know, not getting anxiety about, okay, I'm in the building, like what to expect, know what to expect, know how to really prepare myself for the season, what I need to do to get myself right, to be the best I can be for the team, and that part is good, and it's fun. We have a great room, and it's, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, like, I really love our group and going out every day out here and getting better.
Do you feel like differences when you've got Desmond Ritter behind you versus Marcus Mariota?
No, both those guys are great, and really, as our job as offensive linemen is to go as they drive us, and so, you know, we need to be operating as a unit, and, you know, whoever's back there, we're obviously, quarterback always takes charge, so we follow their command. So
the full pads will be on next time you guys are out here. How does that just generally change the tenor of practices and training camp?
I think the first day is a bit of an adjustment when you have pads on, like, but after that, you're kind of rolling. It takes 2 seconds to get used to them. You feel the first pop, and it's like, all right, we're rolling. Like, it's back to normal.
What are your thoughts on the Caps?
I'm not going to comment on the Caps.
Can you speak about Desmond Ritter's maturity? There's always talk about how he's years ahead of what a rookie should be on.
He's doing a great job. I mean, I'm so buried into offensive line play and, you know, being the best I can be and the best unit that we can be. But just from what I see, he goes about the building. He's doing a great job.
Chris, what do you, from a leadership standpoint, you're kind of that guy in that locker room, especially with the offensive line. Tell me about your approach there.
I think the first thing is, and I've said this a bunch today, is like, I try and, you know, Jake's a really good role model for myself, and so I think the biggest thing that Jake always does is have his own business handled first, and so being a professional, make sure my game is as tight as it can be, make sure I'm as prepared as I can be, and then coming out to practice, just want to have high energy every single day and push it, and not try and let stuff slip. You know, if it's a hard day, you know, we got to take charge and, you know, really kind of push the tempo on stuff. But we're lucky to have a whole bunch of guys in our room and really on this team that, you know, everybody's pushing together here. There's nobody in the whole organization that's weighing it down. Everybody's pushing forward to be the best we can be.
You want the best five on the field, whoever that might be. How difficult is it when they're rotating guys around you? You got a different tackle, maybe a right tackle, a different center. How difficult is that to kind of learn from?
We have a whole bunch of reps banked with each other. So I mean, and Coach Ledford's unbelievable in terms of the reps we get in Indy. I've worked with all the centers here, all the tackles here, and most of the room is back from last year. So we have hundreds of reps banked with those guys, and we have like collaborative conversations. So very rarely is it just Caleb and I, or just me and Matt, or me and Drew having a conversation. Usually it's 4 or 5 guys coming in, talking about it, and thinking about how we're going to go about it. Or if coaches, make an adjustment, schematically, I'll just say, hey, this is my thought process. Like, this is what I'm looking for, and we'll do that in the meeting room. And then when we go out here, it's just identifying it and attacking it.
Any conversation with your brother? How's he doing?
Good. I mean, I could just be supportive from now, and I just tell him, it's a grinder. Keep your head down and keep it rolling. But I'm really proud of him and excited to follow him.
That's cool. Chris, one more question on Leroy. Have you had tasted his cooking yet?
I have not tasted his cooking yet, but that was one of the first things that he said. He started that catering business. We had him pull up his Instagram. I wish I had knew it off the top of my head. I'd give him a plug, but you guys want to check it out. He's pretty talented. I think he said when he's done playing football, he wants to go into chef school, stuff like that, but hopefully that's for a long time.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Chris.